This story is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. It was one of the best winters in ages, and Allie and I caught a nice life balance. We made time for more important life things, like home-cooked meals with her grandparents.
What's going on here?
And we were coming up on 3 years since we bought this abandoned and foreclosed upon A-frame in the countryside. It had a lot of problems when we first bought it, but I'll never forget the day we stepped foot inside the empty structure and my mind went wild with visions of what could be. The basement being one of the spaces with the biggest potential for transformation. We had worked very hard just to get it to a clear and dry blank slate to build from. And we were finally starting the fun part. With so many other seasonal chores, it had been hard to make real progress. But the winter was breaking, the sun was warm on the skin, and our schedules were lining up to make some big strides.
It's been a really inspiring period of time, finally making big progress on the basement, a dream we've had ever since we first moved in. It was actually so much work just to get to this blank slate that we can build from. And when we finish it, I'll do a full recap of everything. And between the renovation days and doing other life things in the background, I've had a lot of days in my office here, which is just off of the basement. It's a sigh of relief to be in here. This is my happy place, my zen zone, my safe space. My business is entirely online, and that's safe too with Surfshark VPN, which is the sponsor of this video. A VPN is a virtual private network. It encrypts all of your information and keeps it safe. It's kind of like your own personal bodyguard for all of your online stuff. It protects you from scammers and from big corporations that are trying to steal your data. Data is like gold in this day and age, especially for corporations. They'll track your location and charge you more based on where you're located. So a VPN allows you to get the best prices when shopping online because you're completely anonymous. And then there's the scammer side of things. I hate to admit it, but I've been scammed in the past. It can happen to anyone. Scammers have gotten really advanced in this day and age. And Surfshark has many different tools for cybersecurity. Surfshark doesn't just work when you're at home. You can wander out and about, use public Wi-Fi. You can have peace of mind knowing that you're protected no matter what. And Surfshark has a 30-day money-back guarantee with 24/7 customer support. So go to surfshark.com/TAC deal or use code TAC deal at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. So thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. And now back to the story.
And between the renovations and the computer work, I sought balance with as many spontaneous adventures as I could. And I headed south to see my old friend Hunter, who was living on a horse farm.
Mice are horrible. They get in everything. Just itching to be called obtuse. This thing's not a joke, huh? Wow, this feels like spring. Driving great. Mark. Yeah. That's very niche.
Very nice. We're good.
It gets better the further you walk over. Boyd.
That's Harry in the back. He's got no.
I believe it, Harry. Look at you. Do they ever come out? Come and get it, folks. Hey, your name's Harry?
So we have Harry, Pooh, Piglet. So,
Sure.
wait, the Pooh situation. Imogen.
Of the people. Oh my god. Wow. This has no headlights?
No.
Oh my god, that setup.
Lord Tree experts. I like that. Lord Trees.
Keep going.
Insulation causes all the modern problems that we have. It's the reason we have moisture problems. It's the reason houses die. No.
I love that tire track going through. Dreamy.
Icy air from the river. It is so incredible.
Is that right?
Wow.
Wow, look at this one. Oh my goodness. These are nice, boy.
And we had a great couple days full of inspiration and funny little omens.
The smallest coffee they make.
before getting back to it and saying yes to those little adventures all throughout. Like the night Noah and I rolled the old sleds to Galen's place for dinner under the worm moon. We rode back the next morning in a surprise squall and stopped at our fort along the river we had established the summer before.
Just keeps
Look at this, is all unbroken ice here.
seriously.
This is a place to ski.
Yeah, this is gonna add up quick.
Yeah.
This is coming down.
And that snow day was just about the last real breath of winter before the melt. And so I got in the last bits of winter fun while I could, as the air had changed, and it wouldn't be long now till the fields were brown instead of white.
Oh, 65 degrees today. Insane. Early March, 65 degrees. There's still 1.5 feet, 2 feet of snow on the ground, and the sun is hot.
And we kept chugging along down in that basement, where the hardest part was thinking ahead to give certain areas access, while also maintaining the aesthetic that we would ultimately want. We were building our first closet in the entire house, and boy, was it gonna feel good to get organized. And with each passing day, the runoff streams grew deeper and wider. And with the warm days, I was getting anxious for summer adventures in the old machines. And so I made sure they were all still alive after a long hibernation. I had a lot of oil changes and spring maintenance ahead of me, but everything was still buried in snow, and it felt natural to keep pushing on the basement. We were doing the walls in shiplap and going to stain them a light white so that the grain and knots still showed through, just like Allie did in her office.
I didn't do this when I painted my room. I put 2 coats of it on.
But we accidentally used the wrong paint that had primer built in for the laundry area. Oh well. I just wanted to get this corner close to finish so we could lift the laundry onto the platform and see what kind of space we really had. So to answer the question, is it worth it to buy a fixer-upper? It might drive you half insane, but when it's all said and done, you're not just going to have a home that you know inside and out, that's 100% yours the way you like it, but you'll have the story that it took to get there. And thank you to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video.